last. Eye contact. I know not why, but the other paupers who have passed through avoided my gaze most intently. Dreadfully ill-mannered, a lot of them. I should think they ought to be grateful for the opportunity to complete this task for me. An opportunity that is now yours. In short, I require that you locate my manservant, who has served me faithfully for several years. He recently displeased me at adding a touch too much milk to my afternoon tea, and alas, I unthinkingly pushed him into the sea. I feel somewhat contrite about that now that my mind has been freed of Vothri's influence, of course, particularly as I found myself entirely incapable of lacing my boots without assistance, and will be forced to wear these hideous shoes ere he returns. Searching him for myself is quite out of the question, naturally. If I could remember his name, I suppose I might call it out, but as matters stand, I am afraid I shall have to rely on you to seek him in my stead. The young man is a mistle of considerable stature, with rather long hair. I do hope he's keeping it well groomed while he's away. I imagine he may be found weeping in the derelicts or some such. And when you locate him, please do convey my apologies for having acted in such haste, and tell him, unless there be any doubt, that I should be delighted to have him return to my service. No. No. One more. You pushed him out a window because he put too much milk in your coffee. What is wrong with you? Pardon the imposition, but I am in desperate need of your assistance. I lost several pieces of jewelry that are ever so dear to my heart in the commotion, and I've been quite unable to locate them. I'm searching for a tiara emblazoned with my house's crest, an engraved necklace, and an amethyst ring. As you might guess, each is a family heirloom. I know not where I dropped them, out of my wits as I was at the time, but they cannot have vanished into thin air. They must be in the city somewhere. If only I had the faintest inkling of where to look. Please, might I beg your help? I would give anything to have them safely returned to me. In terms of money, I can be paid in money. Should probably zoom in. Okay. No, I'm afraid I haven't had my haircut recently. Though if you believe your employer may not be able to tell the difference, I would be happy to accept the role. I'm quite good at swimming. Okay. I don't see anyone else in that circle. Well, since you're asking, I could certainly do some extra glue. There's a lot of damage here. As for how much? About twice what I'd normally use, I'd say. Letter, person. Hey Beep, how is D&D? No, Mother, we're not going near the ocean, so we'll be fine. And tell me if you find anyone else. You talked to a ghost dragon that secured you ghost allies. Neat! VFXIV just brainwashed this entire city, and now we're dealing with the fallout. You aren't it. Phew. But we are in an ad break. I'm gonna take a short break to get up and stretch. Y'all should stretch too. Yeah, VFXIV's kind of a dick. If you don't know who VFXIV is, that kind of sums it up. He's kind of a dick. Yes, he does sound like the sort of fellow who might mistake a Hume for a Mistel. I agree. But I'm afraid I've never set foot above. There's a man to the south who matches the description, though. He may be the one you're looking for. Where? That one? How can I help you? Rather, yes, it is certainly I whom you seek. But the Master regrets casting me in the sea does come as a surprise, however. For a blessing, I was rescued by some kind-hearted Ondo who happened to be in the area. However, I did feel compelled to offer them my spear in return. Tragic though it is, given that the Master primarily valued me for my services as a bodyguard, it would be quite impossible for me to return to his employ now. Yes, it's out of the question, I'm afraid. Please give him my regrets, and tell him that I will miss him dearly. I don't believe you. I think you're very, very happy to be done with him. There wants us home? We were playing hide and seek. Yeah, I figured that one out. One piece of lumber. I should probably... 2, 3, 4, 5. It's always weird to remember Final Fantasy is FF, given what FF has come to stand for in modern gaming parlance. Somehow I'm still alive. I have successfully not deaded. I'm also not a shrimp, you're a shrimp. You notice a glittering object wedged in the crevice between two boards. Extracting it from its hiding place. You see, it's a ring. One that has fared rather poorly in the elements. Perhaps Tuishare will know to whom it belongs. Okay, got all the lumber. No? You refuse to shrimp? You refuse to unshrimp? Carry on. As one does. That seems like the correct thing to do. We're doomed! Doomed, I say! The price of even a single fish has skyrocketed. Doomed! We're doomed! Oh, there's an Amaro keep here. And a kid playing hide and seek. Ah! Hi, Daylight. Hush, I'm hiding. The moment you get home from work is the best part of every day. One piece of missing jewelry. Okay. So, what good should I hunt down? Usual amount of firework, but twice as much food and glue. That's about what I expected. But with the damage caused by the chaos and lack of mule, people are bound to need food and materials to make repairs. Fortunately, those are both within my means to provide. Thank you for your help, and I hope you enjoyed learning a bit about the business. You really meet some characters, eh? I just caught the name of that quest. That was a cute reference. Find the lumber? Yep. Also found this ring. Whose is it? Is this a ring? Oh, this is a customs ring. Used to serve as authorization for traders to enter Yulmore. How do I know? I used to work in the shipyard, as a matter of fact. Heard a lot about its history at the time. Someday I'd like to rebuild one of those old ships, make it fit to sail the world on grand adventures once again. It's a far cry from stripping the same vessels for shed materials, but a man can dream. I'll give you a portion of my pay for this job as thanks for your help. Thought about splitting my lunch with you instead, but the money is probably more portable and considerably less ripe at this point. Oh, the even better part about this quest? The person you have to talk to is on a wrecked boat. Oh, for the love of... But I'm glad that they're safe, thank you. Maybe a bit too cautious, I admit. But you must understand. We have no way of knowing what's going on above. When that monster suddenly appeared in the sky, I didn't know what to think. What if there are more? And their mother. It's my job to keep them safe. And I will. Now I'm gonna make them scrub so many pots for this. Lady, they're just playing hide and seek. Naya. I'm not gonna try and sing Celine Dion. It's better for everyone if I don't try to sing Celine Dion. Why has he not returned with you? Because he flicked you off. Oh dear. I dare say that spare was his only possession, but to replace it is a simple matter, and I shall do so forthwith, now that I know where he may be found. He's already moved. Ere I do depart, do accept this as recompense for your services. It is but a pittance to me, I assure you, so you can give me more. Now I must make haste. He did say that he missed me dearly. I shall have to ask for his name this time. Yeah, Transient was one that took me a little bit. I think I'm doing a rainstorm for Transient. I still think I'm trying to figure out charm. Grimoire I've got. Transient I think I have. Luck I'm not sure. Inspire and Spark I'm doing as one. I just need to figure out the specifics of that. That's an entertaining solution, yeah. Standing atop a sunken ship hoping for her beloved's return. How poetic. There was room on that board for both of you, Rose. Indeed, sufficiently poetic that I am more concerned than ever she may do something rash. Very well, I will tend to her myself. I would feel much reassured for your presence, if you would be so kind as to accompany me. The answer is Jack. Screw Rose. Because Jack's cooler. Oh, there you are. Did you have any luck? Found all three. Wonderful. Cannot possibly express how difficult it would have been for me to rewrite them. Hey, I've had a good look at you. Are you perchance one of those responsible for freeing us from Valtry's influence? Maybe. Thought as much. You have my thanks for opening my eyes. I used to reside in the Crystarium, you know? The moment that I saw for myself what happens when the Eaters take a person. I truly understood for the first time that our world teeters on the brink of destruction. I was terrified. Knew I could do nothing to change fate, so I came to Gilmore, hoping to forget it instead. Abandoned my work, my family, everything. And I felt no guilt for it, convinced as I was that nothing matters. Legend of Zelda all the way! And now though, the scales have fallen from my eyes. I've always been a coward. What I did was a betrayal of the highest order. And I know there's no going back. If nothing else, however, I can apologize for what I've done. So I labored over letters, hoping to convey my contrition. I don't expect forgiveness, but I hope it might mean something, at least to those I left behind. Cannot alter what has been done, but I can change myself. Try to be better. You will always have my gratitude for giving me the ability to see that. You and your elven friend both. Thank you. Fan art of fan art. Fan artception. Food that lit my spirits, Deliberate muffins, maybe. My mother often used to make them. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Okay, we're looking for a piece of missing jewelry that is almost certainly down the stairs. Yep, it's down in the understory. Which is not here, it's here. I think from looking, a lot of people struggle with streaming because they want to do something that's like, they want to do 31 finished pieces in a month, and that's just not realistic. No, you write them down. Thank you. Let me see. Robert muffins inclusions too. Made those for my patrons before. I'll need fresh seafood from Still Tide, but that shouldn't be an issue. As for a dish that people in Yomor hadn't had before, what do you think? Have you come upon anything in your travels outside the city that people might enjoy? Dough with seafood inside of it? That does sound intriguing. Salty shellfish and tender stewed catfish together in a hearty bun? Yeah, I can picture it. I'll prepare each of these with the care they deserve. Hopefully my fellow Yomorans will find some solace in sharing a meal. Yeah, exactly. If you have time, do it. If you're inspired, do it. If you're not, oh well. Off to fetch ingredients, but before I go, here's a little something that I prepared for you, as thanks. I hope it suits your tastes. But also I expect every single person here to do at least one fully rendered artwork for Zoomies. That's a joke. Just want to be clear that's a joke. I assume for friend we're going to do something friend-shaped. Ah, the big old monster shall be friend-shaped. Indeed. Selena, please, you must heed my words. It's not safe for you here. I don't care. What's the point of my being safe if he's not? There's a great deal of meaning in your being Hoyle and Hall, as I'm sure your sweetheart would agree. But if you will not believe that, consider this. Your chances of finding him would be significantly increased were you to ask for help. Allow me to demonstrate. My good madam, you have proven yourself fearless thus far. Might I impose upon you to insist on the search? I will personally ensure that you are rewarded for your efforts. Oh, no, I didn't think... I mean, everyone else told me to give up. Thank you. Of course, my earlier statement was not merely referring to your physical well-being. I will leave the search to you and your stalwart friend here, but do return to the Beehive once you have located your beloved. I think you will find that your absence has been felt most keenly. Are we gonna continue to search? Yep.